Hi again. In this video I'll be going through all the gear that I wear when I go riding on my Suzuki at practice and race events. I'll be going through everything from top to toe and include some bit of background on why I've chosen the things I have. Starting from the top is the goggles and the helmet. This helmet is a carbon fibre Troy Lee's design one. It's gold stamp, which is important for races, and the weight advantage with carbon fibre is night and day difference compared to glass fibre helmets. At practice events I use Oakley O framed goggles. At races I use 100% roll film goggles. They're really handy when things get muddy, although they do slightly narrow your view. I'm also a bit disappointed by the quality as it broke the first time I used it. Moving on to the arms, we've got gloves, palm protectors and elbow guards. Depending on the weather conditions, I've got two different types of gloves that I can pick from. This one here is a neoprene glove, and it's really useful when it's raining and it's also cold. For any other type of condition, I've got this bog standard motocross glove. Has zero protection, but it's quite thin and you can feel the grips of the bars really well. I need to wear palm protectors when I go riding, otherwise I get blisters after an hour. O'Neill ones seem to be made of some cheap material and I don't like them, so I always try to use Risk Racing ones when I can. What's more, the Risk Racing ones seem to have better coverage and seem to cover my hand well. Still on the topic of blisters, I need to use zinc oxide tape on my thumbs. This stuff is also known as finger tape. I've not come across anybody else who has this problem, so I think it might be the way that I ride, which is quite, I don't know, thumb heavy I suppose, but just a quick wrap of the thumbs with this prevents me from getting massive blisters when I ride. I also have to do something similar on the knuckles of my toes, otherwise they also bleed and blister up. For quite a few years I didn't use elbow guards as I didn't think I need them, and that was until I had a fairly innocuous fall and ruptured a bursa in my elbow. The recovery was quite painful, so after that I didn't want to deal with that and chose these elbow guards. I quite like them, they fit well and they provide good protection. Clothing for the chest is next, and I can't say I've experimented with this much, but this is the stuff that I use. First off is this EVS roost guard. It's not supposed to be body armour, it's lightly padded and has a thin plastic shell on it that you can see here. It provides protection from roost and some minor injuries when you fall, and that's about it, and that's really all I need. To go with that roost guard I always wear a thin underlayer, because without it I get bleeding nipples pretty badly, so anything underneath is good. On top of all of that I put on a motocross type shirt. It's vented. I just chose it because I thought it looked good, and that was a few years ago, which is why you can see it's pretty weathered now. Moving on to the legs, we've got trousers, knee pads and cycling shorts. Cycling shorts I've found to be really handy. They keep bits in the right place and the padding can be really useful on long rides. These trousers are made by Alpine Stars. They came as a kit with the shirt and I think they're built quite well. What I'm showing here are the hip padding. They're not very good, to be honest. The Troy Lee ones are way better. However, these Alpine style ones have lasted me a lot longer than the Troy Lee ones I had. The Troy Lee ones fell apart pretty quickly, and the padding I'm showing here fell apart in the washing machine, so yeah. These knee pads are EVS gliders. They're pretty good, they provide good protection. I can't say I've hurt my knees with them in falls, however they're kind of falling apart now, and I think the next ones I'll be buying are knee braces. Last item are boots. In the past I've used Alpine Star Tech 3s, and these fell apart within a year. The ankle support got weak quickly and the soles fell apart. After that I bought City Extreme boots with the SRS soles. I got severe buyer's remorse with these pair of boots. I found the protection to be really lacking pretty much all over, but especially on the shins. In addition, the SRS makes the boots a narrow fit, and for me these boots are absolute hell to wear. In the end I upgraded to these City Crossfire 2 boots after a recommendation from somebody. These have been really good boots for me. The protection is really good pretty much everywhere, maybe slightly lacking on the toes, but everywhere else it's just bomber. You can see here it's all hard plastic, thick plastic, and I can't say I've hurt myself with these. The fit is a bit weird in the toes, it's a little bit loose but tight pretty much everywhere else, but I like these boots. One thing I've had go wrong with these are that these toe caps get ripped off, and you can see here I've had to put them back on with some random wood screws, and the same goes for on the bottom, again different wood screws. I've had these boots I think maybe 3 years now, and you can see the soles are holding up really well. So that's all the gear that I use when I go riding. I've forgotten a camelback, but that doesn't matter too much. It's nothing special here. I thought I'd just make another quick video to keep things regular. Cheers for watching if you got this far, and see you again soon.
Really helpful.